Okay, everybody come in. I'll sit here and wait to ask questions. I'll sit here and crochet. Somebody's in my streams and trying to shut me down. So, what do you want to talk about? Nobody stays because I don't have any lies to spin. Candace knows. Candace knows and Grandma knows. Grandis. You can sit in a place and get your medication. And you can go walking in the store. You can get this and that and everything. Spin lies about a young man. But Candace knows. So does Dawn. How many times did he grab her by the throat? By the throat. Right? Oh, he's going to come and talk to me because I don't know nothing. Maybe I know too much. So I'm being told I'm threatening Benny Keys online. Benny Keys knows his karma. Can't keep spilling hate and not expect something back. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. That little boy bit donuts. And hopefully Steve one day will get to see his son. When I was playing video or the songs, I was trying to find No Mother, a video or a song by Rag and Bone Man. But I'm just a grandma in nowhere Canada being told to go for a walk. Go for a walk when like, I don't know. Uh, People tell me what I should do with my stream. When I know there's like packs of girls coming and saying, I talked to her, I talked to her. Yeah, you go talk to her. Yeah. People are scared of the unknown. How come I know things? How come I feel things? How come you came into my life and allowed me to love you, like you, feel for you, wondering if I woke up the next morning if you would be alive? Right, Princess Mariposa? Tell me you're in a hospice and all these things. I have nightmares about you. But I won't have any more nightmares anymore. I'm not gonna allow myself to care for anybody anymore because you guys killed my spirit. Told me to go in the corner. I wasn't important enough to say why Darian Brown walked around at nighttime. To say why it's so nice to go out and walk. You have things playing around in your head that you don't understand. And then people put a murder on them. Right? Benny Keys, you put a murder on him. And now that he's found incompetent, he'll live in a cage for the rest of his life. You guys caged a good man just like that one who caged War Machine. And she has paid every second of her life since. Because women who cage good men cage themselves in their own mind, right? Right, people? A man can bounce around and drop his seed wherever he goes. Doesn't understand the value of what Steve Watchman wants to see his kid, his son, his little man, his little warrior. And no mother should ever keep a young warrior from an old warrior. I can tell you stories of the old days and what Ishtar's garden was. People say, oh, tell me more about that. Tell me more about Ishtar's garden. But what if I'm trying to say I'm making Kimmy's garden? I'm throwing snowballs for the sake of humanity. So the UN will see what the United States allows. Black men go to jail for smoking a joint, and a white man does it how many times in a car without a seatbelt and all these things. It's a different justice. Yeah, Lizzie, could I get your phone number? Are you sure it's you? Because I don't believe anything anybody's saying. You tell me you don't have a boyfriend, and you know what, Lizzie? If I could talk to you, I would never make another live again, Just you. Just you, I would talk to. Beth McGee, everybody tells me who and what I am. But Lizzie, you remember when we were in Beast Boys, Jano, and he was talking about Molly Golightly, right? Remember when we were in Beastie Boys chat talking about Molly? And it was Molly he was talking about how mean Molly was, and I said to you, Lizzie, you're doing the same thing to me. And after that live, I went to music, okay? Because you told me, and Andy better be careful over there because she might get her internet taken away, right? That's what you said to me, right, Lizzie? I don't know if you remember. But you told me to go away, and I did. I went to music. And I watched a whole bunch of Netflix films. After I talked to Kai on the phone, after AB called me the Unabomber. I just want to talk to you, Lizzie. I just want to talk to. I got all these females coming in, but nobody knows how to give a phone number. Yeah, it's too dangerous. I watched everybody give everybody's phone numbers. Right, Lizzie? Everybody's got everybody's phone numbers, but maybe I'm the savage, right? I'm the savage. I'm the scary beast that was not important. Go in the corner and everybody just wished I would just die, you know? That's what you did. I keep allowing myself to be hurt because I ask you, Lizzie, it doesn't matter how much you say until I talk to a person on the phone one-on-one. I don't believe any of you, you know. I don't believe any of you. I think you're all connected in some way, shape, or form, and everybody's got their tail between their ass. Because everybody got fucked in some way, believing to get out of their house because Candace knows the truth of what happened to Summer. Right? You know Candace knows. I'm not the only one. If those 4 men would have put a female in front of Candace and held her hand and said, what happened? But they put her in front of a panel of men that shut her mouth up, mentioned cornbread mafia. Are you crazy? Like, I sit here and I sit here and I sit here. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, everybody's saying that now because I put a freaking snowball in the UN to out all you lying people. Everybody's being tracked because I put a snowball in the live United Nations, so everybody is running scared. Of course, nobody's going to give me their phone number. Fucking Benny Keys is redoing freaking his own videos from how long ago saying, I promise I won't record you, and then he's doing his own fucking bullshit. I reported Benny Keys live again. That's him up there with me and Ernie Shell. And I told YouTube, you either get it down or I'm going to get a lawyer and I'm going to sue you. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to relax. Can we please relax? Can we please relax? Not one of you people cared what happened. I lost 38 pounds crying about Steve's aunt. Call them. Of course I look like a fool. Steve never got any of my emails. Duty Ron never got any of my emails. But somebody else did. You guys were passing them around. Somebody else knew what I was saying, right, Emma? Emma knew that I had contacted Sean Atwood, a very well-known. And I'm no thanks. And all you liars, you know, all you liars. I want somebody to give me their phone number so I can talk to a woman on the phone without trying to read it when everybody knows I'm dyslexic. How many times do I have to tell you people have a problem reading? And then you tell me, oh, email me. And then I tell you it hurts to email. And then I write everything to you. And every keystroke hurt then too. So, too much, Mama? I think you're Beth McGee. Honest to God, I think you have a relationship with Beth McGee. Because Beth McGee is from New York and you're in the New York area. So, how can I trust you? Give me your phone number. Let's talk one-on-one. Right, Lizzie? Yeah, I'm supposed to. Kimmy, please relax. Yeah, I know you're speaking into your phone because you're spelling Kimmy wrong. Right? Right? You have the technology to speak in it. Right? Lizzie, how about later on you take me for a ride in the car wherever you are? Take me for a spin if you don't want to talk to me on the phone. Yeah, everybody can vouch for everybody else, but will you guys tell me who's who? Who's Shannon? Who's Shannon? You guys all know Shannon, so who's Shannon? And who's Mary H? And who's TK? And then there was all these SS girls, all these savages that came up. They're all from, right, Too Much Mama? They're all from Griff's channel, right? Right? Saw yous all in there chatting. Right? Right, Too Much Mama? Everybody's kind of gotten silent again. I would have paid for my dog too. I would have sold everything to get my dog surgery. So, yes, a whole bunch of people in there that came in to say hi to me that were all in his channel. I don't trust any of you. I don't trust any of you people. Because y'all have cell phones and nobody gives out a freaking number. You know? Like, why isn't everybody helping me with my algorithm? How come nobody's liking? Everybody will sit there and like what Griff says, and all you other guys, whatever you guys say, but nobody will even like or dislike or whatever, you know? Why am I being kept out of the algorithm? I've been told it's because I swear. Benny Keys says gangbang. And ladies, if I don't get a thumbs up for this, we all know what gangbang means, right? Right? And he gets liked for yelling out gangbang. That's disgusting. Because every woman who was banged by a man, those words go into the algorithm, right? So maybe Benny Keys is going to get gangbanged, right? He puts things out there in the algorithm that are found acceptable. And I get told I swear too much. And that's why my videos aren't in the algorithm. Yeah, everybody will tell me here, Benny Keys, it's repulsive and this and that. And then, see, Benny Keys has money. He has money to hold over Griff. You guys are making content out of each other's content by belittling each other. Griff's a hard-working man because he's a pipe fitter and he's a welder like my father was. So I'll tell you, Griff saved his dog's life, and I would have done the same thing. Because he travels for work like all these big guys. How many skyscrapers do you think were built by my ancestors because they could walk along steel beams like they were flying like eagles? Because they were indigenous, native, because they had no fear of falling to the ground, because they knew the Creator would never allow it. Because those men who stood up in the skyscrapers and put in and riveted all those bolts together, those were our eagles. And many of them were from many clans and tribes of native people. But I'm put in the corner and told I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about the castles that are built by people who could no longer ever rebuild what people are blowing up. It's so easy to go put a bomb and go and blow away something that took how many years to build that nobody can replace. Our bloodlines now are so diluted, most people have no idea where their bloodline is, where their clan came from. If they were a warrior, if they were a farmer, if they were a fisherman, if they were a gladiator. Everybody now sits in front of you go into a doctor's office, you don't see anybody's faces. Everybody is in their phone. And people call me crazy. Snowden said it long ago. You're all being tracked. You're all being tracked. Yeah, you hate to see everybody tear down buildings. But everybody tore apart me. Right from the first day I talked in AB's chat, trying to say what it was like to be young, manic depressive, and why it was safe to go out at night and walk around. But I was told I was crazy, and a young man will be in jail forever because they put a crime on him. Why do you think SP did the mock trial? Hopefully something comes out of that where Monica is charged for raping Darian Brown. One question, do you think Darian Brown was guilty? We've got 3 people in here, thumbs up or thumbs down. Is Darian Brown guilty? Or did Benny Keys taint the case? Darian Brown is not guilty. Oh, hi, Marion. Hi, Mary. Darian Brown is not guilty. Because that kitchen was so clean. That kitchen was so clean. And the room that they were videotaping, they put a dead child or a dying child into bed with a living child. And then they had a full-size bed in a garage. Why wasn't the bed set up? The dogs attacked that little boy, and that little boy was either on the kitchen table, blood flying all over the place, because the only place that was clean in that house was the fucking kitchen, right? That place had so many video cameras, but nobody saw nothing. Nobody heard the dogs bark. Nothing. He's not guilty. No, he's not. They put it on him. There's so many ways you could plant DNA on him. All they had to do was say, here, you take cash. And then the guy with the rubber gloves on takes cash. Darian Brown never hurt that baby. Because Darian Brown was a well-dressed young man that all those guys were so jealous of. Because Monica raped that young man. Because he went around saying that was my girlfriend. And if she isn't in jail for statutory rape of a minor, semen and DNA and all that stuff can be planted. Oh my God. See, Lizzie, you believe Benny Keys' lies. But I will tell you, unless you've had that many football players in your house like I have, everybody runs out of the house and everybody else has different shoes. My son came home with somebody else's shoes on that I said were too expensive, and you give them back to that boy who has the same feet as you. Monica had something going on in that house. And the father that read a statement already knew what happened to his son, because he's the one who dropped off his son in the middle of the road for that poor woman to find that she will never ever forget what she saw. Because Benny Keys, remember, he grew up in that neighborhood. He knows everybody and everybody. Because Benny Keys is a criminal. And Benny Keys has never, ever even been close to a first step. Because if he did a first step, he would never have left that little boy going in search of other kids. He would have never left his sister with her ism and blame it, well, I'm not supposed to go over there when she's drinking. Benny Keys, I have gone to many a person's house and made them something to eat and tea while they were drinking. So, everybody, you keep paying that monster. You keep giving money to the devil. And at one point, like I say, things come out. Monica was having sex with DB, and that's statutory rape. And if she doesn't get charged with statutory rape of that young man, because if Monica was a guy and did the same thing to a little girl, she'd be dead. I don't give anybody anything because I'm not allowed to have a credit card. So every time Amazon calls me and all these things, I have our police tracking every phone call that comes in now, okay? And my lawyers are gathering every time Benny Keys does a live. And something is said about mental illness or whatever. That's just more evidence for my lawyers on the Canadian side and the US side. Because I threw a snowball in the UN. He was under 18 when she did it to him. So, Benny Keys can go out and buy himself a nice pair of shoes. Why didn't he take his son out for dinner? Or go buy some donuts and... I have to go. My internet's failing again because I'm talking the truth, and every time I seem to talk the truth, my internet goes out now. So, I would love to talk to somebody on the phone, but you guys all talk to everybody else, but nobody can see. I think I'll go search and destroy mission for that number that the chick called me, who was supposed to be Kai, from some guy's phone. That when she heard his voice, she fucking shut that phone up real fast. So I found Steve's number real fast because I cared for Steve. Right, Mary? How's TK doing? How's Steve doing? Because I pray Steve gets to see his son soon. Because Benny Keys and no thanks are going to be clipped for taking his son away from him. And have you guys ever told Steve how much I praise him in any one of my videos? Anybody? Because he won't answer my phone calls because I cry too much. I worry too much. I only lost 38 pounds crying about his aunt. Oh, good for her. Steve is AV Watchman. Too much mama. AV Watchman is a man who is searching for lost children. And Steve's a warrior. He has a dog tracking in the desert as well. Want to subscribe to a really good guy? AV Watchman. Tell him I sent you. But tell him also I unsubscribed as well. And hey, you go put a comment on his page and We'll see if you get noticed or liked or hearted. Okay? You go do that test for me and say on his community page something. Because all the community pages, right, Mary? I said hi to you. And you never responded, right, Mary? Yeah, I said hi to you, Mary, on Steve's pages. Go back and look. Because obviously, so. Steve A.V. Watchman is the only man who has reinvested everything into getting a new vehicle, making it safe for Shadow. See, I know everything about Steve more than I have to tell Too Much Mama. Who are the boys? Right, Mama? Too Much Mama, you didn't know who the boys were? Where are the boys? Who are the boys? Right? Too Much Mama, admit to Mary that you didn't know where the boys were or who the boys were. I had to tell you who the boys were. Funny how a Canadian knows all these facts and situations. And I sit here in Canada telling you guys every phone call I had with people. See? The boys are dead and gone. They were burnt in a fire. One fire or the other fire. The boys I think the